YouTube, just a quick check-in. I was hauling ass, well, as fast as my Swift truck will go. I think I'm supposed to look over here. I don't know. Um, I had to call on road yesterday because my brakes decided they wanted to smoke really, really bad. And come to find out, I had a differential fluid leak out of my axle seals on my second and third axles. So that's a problem. Basically, the brake pads act like a sponge and soaking up the oil, and it gets real cakey and stuff. So when my pads are supposed to be, when I push the brake pedal, pads are supposed to close up. Yeah, they weren't doing that at all, and I almost died. And I'm not being exaggerated. Like, I was coming down. It was a 10% grade in Oregon, Oakland, Oregon, to be specific. And right, sorry about that. Had to turn my phone on Do Not Disturb. I couldn't even get 5 minutes in. How much time do I have? 10 minutes. Let's go. My turn off to where I had to put fuel and where I was going to rest for the night was literally at the bottom of this grade. Which would be normally fine, but it was raining. There was some kind of white substance. I'm not going to call it snow. It really wasn't icy. I don't know. When you get really, really high up in these mountains, sometimes you just see weird shit fall from the sky. Some of you more knowledgeable people can inform me. What was that white poofy shit falling from the sky way up high in Oregon? So, when it came time for me to, again, the roads were super slick. Some of these fancier places have some fancy asphalt that if you just kind of spit on it, you'll slip and fall. So I had made it all the way to the end, no problems. I keep my Jake set, and in the rain, that can get a little tricky, but, I had really good mentors. So I get to the bottom, and I put my blinker on, and I'm ready to turn off. My fucking truck won't stop. Like, my service brakes, and I'm pumping and pumping and pumping, and then, of course, I'm losing air pressure. Like, it was a whole thing. But the most important thing, God forbid that ever happen to any of y'all, is just to stay calm. Just coast the truck over to the grass, and it immediately slows it down. I pulled my brakes, got the truck under control, no big deal. Didn't bother anybody with traffic or anything. Everybody's going super fucking slow anyway, because it was really bad weather yesterday in Oregon. And then I find out yesterday was the first day it's rained in like 2 months, so it made up for it yesterday. So, long fucking day of California to Oregon, in the mountains, in the rain, and funny white stuff. And then, of course, my brakes want to, like, not work. At the end of the mountain, literally, Flying J was right there. I was like, what the fuck? So, today, it put me behind a few hours, which is cool. They extended my window, so I'm not late. But I was trying to get there before I had to take my break. There was a massive wreck. If some of y'all live up here, I'm in Washington now. If some of y'all live around here, maybe y'all know what happened, but on I-5 northbound, there was a massive, massive wreck. So massive, they shut the freeway down in both directions. So I got rerouted all the way to I don't even fucking know where. And then I was able to get back on the highway for a little bit, and then there was another semi-collision. Not like a kind of sort of collision, but a semi-truck collision. And then we got routed through Mount Rainier's National Forest, which it's rainy. I'm in Washington, of course. Cliche AF. It's rainy, and I've been able to go about 40, 45 miles an hour for the last, I don't know, feels like a century. So I am literally 11. Oh, and through all of this, I have to go take they fixed my brakes for yesterday so that I could get to the terminal today. After I drop this trailer, I got to go to the terminal here in Washington and get them to fix the axle seals And I need a brand new Qualcomm. This Qualcomm is brand new. And once I leave California, crossing into Nevada and Oregon, it just doesn't work. The navigation system doesn't work. It literally tells me, watch, I'll flip it around. It tells me, cannot generate shit. Contact your support team. So I contacted OnRoad. OnRoad did what they could do, and they're like, here, let me contact you, get you in contact with Omnitrax, the people for this Qualcomm business. That guy did some crazy reset that took fucking forever. And then after that, he was like, I can see you, which is creepy. But he could see me GPS wise, the thing was working. It's the navigating part. So he looked it up whenever they downloaded this system to the truck or whatever the upgrades, or I don't know how that shit works. I'm missing 11 states. There's 11 states that I could be sent to that I don't have any fucking directions for. So thank God I pay for Trucker Path, the app that I'm always telling y'all about. Trucker Path has gotten me all this way. I am 11 miles from my final destination, and then I am only 10 miles away from the terminal. I have a good girlfriend out here. I'm probably going to have to reset again already, right? Like, it feels like I just fucking reset, but I'm already down to 15 hours. I don't know where these days go, but it seems crazy. Like, I looked at my hours. I might just run this next load as much as I can. Just depends on how long my truck is in the shop. Probably won't be long. Seems like an easy fix. 50 and I had the axle leak problem on the Cascadia, the 2020 Freightliner. And, I mean, it took them like 30 minutes. So, that's the updates for right now. Where do you park when your fucking time runs out and your shit is beeping at you and you literally are down to 1 minute out of your 8 hours, or just at the end of the day? I wouldn't recommend doing this at the end of the day, but I am legit on the side of the road. When you drive in the mountains, there's these things called cutouts in the road, basically for you to get out of the way and the people behind you to go ahead and pass you. I am parked in a cutout for 30 fucking minutes waiting for my break to be over so I can finish my business. But I just wanted to call, check in with y'all, let y'all know what is the deal. So, mo truck, mo problems, right? The truck is a fucking dream, honestly. I now have 4,411 miles. I've only had my truck almost 2 complete weeks. And it's kind of sad to see that number because it started off with nothing. But that means work is good. Freight is kind of slow around. Some people were asking. They're with their mentors right now, and they're like, hey, you know, my mentor normally runs this. There's times in the year where the freight is going to be slow. This week sucked balls. I still came right at my mark, so I'm good. But I had my loads already put on me since the previous week. Going forward, like, I have one more load, and after that, they're gonna have to like find me some shit. Houston will, they always come through, but normally the loads are more and more frequent. And if you're worried about that, you just sit tight because holiday season's picking up. And I was actually at the Walmart distribution center yesterday in California, and they were already pulling out all of their trailers that they use for storage for holiday stuff. That's all they were doing yesterday. So, if you're getting scared because you just came out to trucking, you've been hearing myself or any of the other numerous truckers on YouTube talking about how awesome this is, and then you're with a mentor and you're not really running very well right now, just hang tight. I promise you're going to be begging for just 5 fucking minutes of your life. in the coming weeks. So take that break. Just know the money is there to be made, and just think about what you do at home during the holiday season and the kind of traffic you go through just with four-wheeled cars. Shit's about to get real. So y'all get ready. I love y'all. I will chat with y'all later. People have been bugging me to go live. So whether I reset today or tomorrow, I will go live, and I will let y'all know before I do it. So I'm not here just chilling in my bunk talking to myself, because I do that every day anyways. I love y'all. Peace out. Be safe.